A cover of darkness has fallen over the great house at Collinwood. But it cannot conceal the fear that one person feels at this moment. For she has discovered that her life is in grave danger.
He's planning to kill me. That's why he sent Carolyn after the notebook. But as long as Barnabas doesn't get my notes, I'm safe. He can't afford to have anyone else read what's in here, and he knows it. I can't leave the book in my room. It isn't safe there. I must find a place to hide it until tomorrow. Then I'll take it into town and put it in a bank vault. But where is the last place Carolyn would look for it? It will be safe until tomorrow morning.
What happened?
I'm sorry. I don't have the notebook.
Why not?
I searched that room from top to bottom. It isn't there.
It has to be there.
I found the strong box, but when I pried it open, it was empty.
I don't understand. She'd have no reason to hide it anywhere but in her room.
Well, if it was there, she has reason now to move it.
What do you mean?
She came into the room while I was still there.
Carolyn. What did she say?
She demanded to know what I was doing there. I made up some excuse about having a headache and needing some aspirin.
Well, I'm sure she didn't believe that.
So am I. But the question is, does she know why I was there?
One look at that strong box and she'll know. And she'll realize what I'm planning to do. She'll make our task that much more difficult.
Barnabas? What do you think she'll do?
Hoffman is no fool. If she's convinced that her life is in danger, She'll make certain that that notebook is hidden safely somewhere else.
Most likely somewhere away from Collinwood.
Yes, but she can't do it before tomorrow. That gives us tonight to get it away from her.
Collinwood is a very large house. We could search all night and find nothing.
Nevertheless, I want you to go back to Collinwood, and I don't want you to let Hoffman out of your sight.
What good will that do?
Well, I'm convinced that that notebook was in her room until tonight. Obviously, she's hidden it somewhere else, and it will be up to you to find out where.
If she knows I'm watching her, she might not do anything at all.
My dear, you are to watch her in such a way that she won't know.
And what about the other threat Dr. Hoffman poses?
What other threat?
Well, if she thinks you're planning to kill her, she might decide to try to kill you first.
I doubt very much if she'll do that. She knows that I won't try to kill her as long as she has her notes.
A person whose life is at stake doesn't always behave that rationally.
Perhaps. Perhaps you're right.
She knows you're vulnerable during the day. And she knows where you sleep. She could very well panic and decide the only way to save herself is to destroy you.
There's one good reason why she can't and won't do that.
What?
You. You are to see that she doesn't come near me. That's why it is imperative for you to watch her.
Barnabas, the biggest threat to you right now is that notebook. If we're able to get that from her, is it necessary to kill her?
Yes.
Even though she would have no hold over you?
Carolyn, you are thinking emotionally again. I warned you earlier not to do that.
I'm sorry.
Julia Hoffman is a very jealous woman. Already she's tried to destroy the one goal in life that means anything to me, transforming Vicky into the image of Josette. If she lives, she'll go on trying to destroy that goal. That's why she must die as soon as we have her notes.
Hoffman, you look like you finished your work and now you don't know what to do with yourself.
What?
What, you said you were going to spend the evening in your room working.
Oh, well, yes, I finished what I had to do.
Are you feeling all right?
Yes, I'm just a little tired, that's all.
Well, I'm about to have some sherry. Would you care to join me?
Yes, thank you. I'd like that very much.
We haven't discussed your work in quite some time. How's it going?
Oh, very well. As a matter of fact, I'm almost finished.
Well, good. Does that mean you're going to start the book?
Yes, in about a week. I'll be going home to do it.
Oh, you're leaving us?
Yes, in about a week or so.
We'll be sorry to see you go, Miss Hoffman. Won't we, Mother?
Carolyn, I'm glad you're back. It's going to storm.
Yes. Well, Miss Hoffman, what brought about this sudden decision to leave us?
Well, Miss Hoffman has finished her research. There's no reason for her to stay any longer.
Oh. I thought for a moment perhaps our hospitality wasn't good enough for her.
Carolyn!
Well, I only heard her say she was leaving. I didn't know why until you told me.
I'm very grateful for all your hospitality.
You're not going down to the old house as much as you used to, Miss Hoffman. Is there any particular reason for that?
Carolyn, I'm sure it's none of your business.
As a matter of fact, planning to go to the old house now, and I should go soon before the rain starts. I have something important to discuss with Barnabas.
And what might that be?
Carolyn.
As your mother said, I don't believe it's any of your business, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, Miss Hoffman, I hope you're not offended.
No, not at all. Good night.
Carolyn, what on earth is the matter with you?
Nothing. Why?
Why? Don't you realize how rude you were just now?
If I have certain feelings about the woman, I don't see why I can't express them.
Well, I'll tell you why. Miss Hoffman is my guest, and as such, she's entitled to be treated with courtesy and respect.
I don't like her. I have never liked her. Frankly, I think she overextended her welcome some time ago.
What is this sudden hostility you feel towards Miss Hoffman?
There's nothing sudden about it. I've felt it for some time now.
Why?
I don't like her attitude.
That's all?
I think that's enough.
Well, I don't. I know of nothing that Miss Hoffman has done to justify this behavior of yours towards her.
I'm sorry. I can't change the way I feel.
Maybe you can't. But what you can do is apologize.
Oh, Mother, don't be ridiculous.
I'm not. You're going to apologize to her.
You act as if this were her house, not ours.
Carolyn, it's my house, and I will not have a guest treated with disrespect. You will wait here for her return from her visit with Barnabas and apologize to her.
Doctor, what a pleasant surprise. I didn't expect to see you again this evening.
I'm sure you didn't.
Would you care for something to drink?
Let's dispense with the social amenities, shall we, and just put our cards on the table.
By all means.
You feel that you have no more use for me, and you're planning to dispose of me. Is that correct?
Go on.
But you can't do away with me as long as my medical notes are in my possession. If I died and anyone saw them,
What is your point, Doctor?
you can't kill me, Barnabas. I've hidden the notebook in a place where you'll never find it.
That must mean that it isn't at Collinwood.
That's right. I put it in a safe place in Collinsport a few days ago.
You're lying, Doctor. You had no reason to be worried about it then.
I'm not lying. Someone has it in a safe place with instructions that if anything happens to me, it's to be turned over to the police immediately.
Well, it appears that we're at a stalemate. Is that it? As long as you have your notes, you're safe.
As long as I don't show them to anyone, you're safe.
But if you were to show them to someone, believe me, I would get you before the authorities got me.
I believe you, Barnabas. Why must we destroy each other?
Because you tried to betray me, and that is something I cannot tolerate.
Betray you? What are you talking about?
Do you think I failed to realize what was happening to Vicky before she left? Her attitude toward me was suddenly changing. She began to resist me, even resent me. And I know why. You were hypnotizing her and poisoning her mind against me.
What?
But there is someone who is loyal to me.
Carolyn.
Yes. She followed you yesterday and overheard everything you said to Vicky.
I see. Do you know why I did that?
I don't care to know.
I did it because pursuing Vicky is a mistake.
I want her, and that's the only thing that matters to me.
She doesn't want you. She's in love with someone else, and you know it. She'll never come to you willingly. You'll have to force her to come here, and you know that would be wrong.
She will never come to me at all as long as you're working against me and undermining my plans.
Barnabas, there is no reason for us to be enemies. We still need each other.
I don't agree. I trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. No, Doctor. I'm afraid the die is cast. You revealed your motives when you tried to upset my plans. Nothing can change the way I feel about you now.
Nothing at all?
No. You were right about one thing, though. You're safe as long as you have your notes. But unfortunately, you won't have them much longer. Sooner or later, I will get my hands on them. And when I do, well, I don't have to tell you what will happen, do I?
Mother, this is ridiculous. She may be hours before she comes home.
She may have been delayed by the storm.
Well, do you mind if I wait in my room?
No, I guess not if you want to.
No. Never mind. She'll be here in a moment.
Well, how do you know that?
I just know.
Carolyn, is something troubling you? Something I don't know about?
No, nothing.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. Why is everyone so worried about me? First Mrs. Johnson and now you. I've been a little moody lately. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. But there must be a reason for it, and I'd like to know what it is. Miss Hoffman.
Yes?
Will you come in for a minute? Carolyn has something to say to you. Haven't you, Carolyn?
I was very rude to you earlier this evening. If I said anything to offend you, I'm very sorry.
I wasn't offended. I was only surprised because your behavior seemed so unlike you. But after all, I accept your apology.
Thank you.
I want to thank you, too, for being so understanding and gracious. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll go up to my room and read for a while.
I think I'll go upstairs, too.
Miss Hoffman, would you mind staying for just a moment? I'd like to talk with you.
All right. Good night, Mrs. Stoddard.
Good night.
You accepted my apology awfully quickly.
I understood it. It just meant that you won't be rude to me in front of your mother.
Yes. Good manners cover up the most complex of feelings. It's a game.
But I'm not playing a game. You are. It's not even your own game. It's Barnabas's.
You are jealous.
No.
Well, of course you are. You love him.
It's not important.
I don't believe that.
Carolyn, you must get away from him.
I'll never leave him.
But then if you won't leave him, then you must help him.
But I am.
You must help him by making him start the treatments again. It's the only reason I stay here, hoping he'll realize how important it is.
He warned you, you might try to make an ally of me.
There's no reason we can't work together.
Isn't there? You're the one who should go. Give me that notebook and leave Collinsport.
I should go to your mother. I should tell her what he's done to you.
I dare you. Nine o'clock. My mother is upstairs reading. Now would be the perfect time. Except you'll have to tell her everything. Everything you know about Barnabas. Go ahead, Miss Hoffman. It's not striking.
Carolyn,
The clock is running. But it didn't strike the hour.